Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26. Gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Ryan.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Saints have 9-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Saints 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think.
And this throw will be intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
With his 12th rushing touchdown and 13th score overall. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Niners 14, Saints 0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Penn.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Cordero Patterson on the loose. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point good by Prater. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look at repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ray McCloud, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Play action, now it's Lance.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he's got some space here.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down. Here we go.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Ready. Set.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Set. Hut.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell
From a yard out.
and the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now a play fake. Lance
rolling to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 34.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Got an open man. It's McLeod.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Right back to use check again. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. The fake punt works to absolute perfection.
And the 49ers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Well, this is why you can never relax. You think that you stopped them on defense, and then they order a fake punt, and the run comes at you, and you're not prepared for it, and it goes all the way, and you've given up a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Saints.
Franks now to throw on first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
On play action, Lance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Calling 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Walker now.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Isabella now from his end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Play action now. Walker
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Off the play fake. Walker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In motion goes the tight end. On the option, here's Juszczyk.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
There you go, partner. That's some old school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
First down, and they'll try to run the option left. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd.
Go.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Here we go, set.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Saints 7. Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for San Francisco.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
The Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he'll be stopped short of the marker, but they'll keep possession here. Remember, it was only 2nd down, so now it's 3rd. No words at all for that one. Just a ridiculous play, to be frank, but they keep possession as now it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
That ball complete to Isabella. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like the lose.